wrote my first book when I was 15, and my second book came out in 2019, and currently I'm working on my third.
So you have worked in various fields actually. You have worked as a PR intern and data quality associate and program manager, and currently you're working as a PR specialist. So what inspired you to
And
become a writer? Like what was the catalyst that set you off to writing?
see, honestly, writing is my passion. I've been writing since, honestly, when I was very young, I tried all the fields, like, dancing, modeling, acting, sports. I was good at everything, but writing is something that stuck with me. Like, it was something like I never wanted to pursue a career in it, but it was something I always wanted to do, which is why being an author is just what comes naturally to me. And what writing involves is having experiences and meeting people, and so that helps me with my job as well, like my career, because whatever I choose to do, be it program manager or PR specialist, it involves people and it involves communication, and those are like two things that I'm actually good at because of the writing. So this has been kind of a balance in my life.
So I think writing was something you started off very early on. As you said, your first book you wrote when you were 15. So could you share your experiences of what being a writer was to you?
Okay. When I started, so it just happened, I just started writing, and what I wanted, I was very inspired by Jane Austen's novels because she always had the strong women characters in her books, all of them. And it just fascinated me so much. And then I started dreaming about having my own book there with my name in it. And it was just the first step. As I started writing, I finally realized it is an outlet for me. Like, I never want to monetize on my books or something. I've always told people that I only write when I have something to say, which is why I never, like, went on to become a content writer. Because writing for me is, I only want to write things that mean something, or that, is going to leave an impact. I don't want to write trash. So, being a writer, obviously, like, I used to read a lot, and then just, like, it was a kind of a form of expression for me, which is why it just comes easy to me. But yeah, there are times when no matter what I do, I am going to, like, have issues, like what you call writer's block. But yeah,
Yes.
writing is not something I have to work on. It's just like one of something that I'm built with, and it's like form of an outlet for me.
So your current book, the one you published, was it self-published? Every Part of Me. It was published in 2019. So could you
Yeah,
tell us
it's like
more about?
it's a semi self-publishing. Like, they read my manuscript and stuff. Like, there are three kinds of publishing. First book was self-published, and yeah, the second one was semi-published by Blue Rose.
Yeah. So, how was your experience writing the book? Could you tell us more about the book itself?
The second book, Every Part of Me.
Yes.
All right. So I think Every Part of Me was my way of kind of extending a helping hand towards the youth of today. Like, I met a lot of people, and I heard their stories, and I realized that it's pretty, it's a pretty toxic scene with our youth, this young generation for today. And I wanted to just write things that people don't usually talk about, but everyone is going through. And I just wanted them to know that, no matter, like, if you think you're going through things alone, there are people who are going through the same things, and it's okay to talk about those things. And I wanted to just, my main purpose of writing is to help people, and that has always been my goal. So every part of me is completely like a token of extended support, that everybody goes through things, shit gets better, but you just have to love yourself. You just have to, like, keep working on yourself.
Yeah. So it is something about coming of age story. So
Yeah, for the
did you?
millennial.
Hi, yeah. So did you take on from your experience and imagined it? How was the writing process?
Well, I do get this question a lot, and to be honest, writing obviously comes off from personal experiences. Like, if you pick up any writer in the world, they always write about stuff that are in some that is in some way influenced by their own personal experiences. And I
Yeah.
can tell that for sure about every artist in the world. They draw inspiration from their own experiences. So yeah, while I was writing every part of me, so like I said, I when I get inspiration, I don't have to work too much into bringing out the story. Like I have my days when I can't write, I'm facing writer's block, so I just leave it. And when I have the inspiration, I go with it. So while writing every part of me, everybody kept asking me after my last book's release, like when would I publish my second book. And for me it was more like I wasn't ready, I was waiting for inspiration or something to just click. And then it happened, and I finished it in a month. And that's it, that most of the time was taken in designing the cover and stuff. But yeah, I drew experiences from my life, but majorly it was based on people's life, because I had friends of friends, strangers sharing stories with me, like different kinds of people from different backgrounds. And there was common themes in everybody's life. Like everybody was kind of going through the same things, but nobody talks about stuff. So I decided to collect it all and present it out as a book.
Wonderful. So, as you have already published another book in a very long ago, so could you tell us more about that book also? What was the title and what was the process?
Okay, so where our destiny meet, like every writer says this, that they are not very proud of their past works. Where our destiny meets is very special to me, obviously, because it was my first book. But I was very young when I published it, and I was on my way to become a doctor. Actually, I was pursuing medical. And then I just things happened, and I had a story ready, and I published it out. And then I realized, like, there was this event in National Book Fair in Lucknow. And my book was presented there, and I realized, like, this is something that I want to do. I don't want to pursue medical. And which is why I enjoyed Where Our Destiny Meets. It helped me through some difficult times in my life, and that's when I realized I love writing. But yeah, for me, every part of me is going to be like more that I was more attached to.
Yeah, so it was like a cornerstone in your whole career.
Yeah, see,
Hmm.
Where Our Destiny Meets, it is a story, but it's not just like it has things that people can learn from and stuff. But it's kind of had some romance, and it was just like a normal fiction novel. But I want to write something much more than just a romantic story or something like that. So after that I realized what kind of things I want to write, and yeah, that has guided me. So yeah, Where Our Destiny Meets helped me a lot.
Yeah, so when you published your first book, you didn't know much about the industry. You were very young. So how was
Yeah.
your journey in the industry been like from that age to publishing your new book, Every Part of Me? So what was the journey?
My journey was pretty simple. I know about most of the publishing houses, and this my every part of me also got like featured in a short movie. But and this by this award-winning director, he actually got the Dadasai Palke Award for his short movie. So my book is also like presented in the movie. So the publishing process, I knew the houses, I knew the people, but I realized, I had no time to wait for the traditional publishing. Like I'm not going to name, but I once met this very like good writer, a famous author, and he told me that like the traditional publishing houses, if you're going to wait for that, it's fine, you can submit to that, but if you want to get your story out, you need to trust on yourself, like rather than judging the judgment of publishing houses whether they want to get your book out or not. You need to trust your writing skills. And that kind of made sense to me. So
Yeah.
which is why I the second time, when I wasn't very happy with my publishers the first time, but it's okay, like I was 14. I did not know much about it. But the second time round, I really worked with the publishers. They worked with me. We had my book was out in this New Delhi National Book Fair and Dehradun Book Fair. So yeah, we worked together. This is one of those things, like the more you learn, the more you get to know about it. So
Yeah.
obviously, the second time around was much better than the first experience. and I got to learn a lot.
Yeah, so you have also like announced that you are currently writing another book. You have started another book. So
Yeah.
that's also a learning curve. Could you tell us something about it, or is it still in the beginning stages?
No, I know, like it's pretty much almost done, so I can talk about it. So it is like a mixture of modern spirituality and self-love. Like,
Oh,
yeah, it is. It's not just about like for spirituality for today's generation is religion and gods and stuff like that. But that's not what spirituality actually is. It's about believing in something bigger than you, and my third book is more about positivity, optimism, self love through a story. So it has like metaphysical stuff like about spirituality, learning to embrace yourself, and like your wounds and stuff to heal from your childhood experiences, stuff like that, in a form of a fiction. So it's like a mixture of both. I'm trying to introduce modern spirituality and at today's youth, they really need it.
yeah, I think that's a very wonderful idea because in these times, I think we need to get in touch with our spirituality.
Actually, people can actually use it, which is why I'm very excited about my theme.
Yeah, I wish you all the luck for your next book too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So as far as I've seen, you have experimented with the genres, mostly contemporary fiction, and which involves self-love and maybe growth. So, if you would have to experiment with other genres in future,
Yeah.
which would you? Which genres would you prefer to explore?
See, till now I have experience, like I was focused on writing fictions. Like I wanted to write about real facts mixed with fiction because it's easier for people to understand. Like, real life lessons mixed with fiction, it's easier to grasp. So, I don't put myself under a particular box of genre while writing a book, even that this is going to be this is. It's just fiction mixed with non-fiction stuff and like that. But yeah, I want to write more about strong characters, and I want to write more about things that could actually leave an impact on people, more bigger impact. Like I love Arundhati Roy's work, and she, the god of small things, that book like was literally, it's a piece of gold, and I wish someday I could write like that. I don't care about the genre. I want my writing to actually make create an impact.
Yes. I think that's something every creative aspires to be, like leave an idea in the world which inspires someone else. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's a
being
very
an artist, there are different ways. Yeah, exactly. Different ways. Basically, your art form is a form of expression that in the way you express yourself to the world, like in the form of your art. So yeah, all artists, be it writers, musicians, painters, all artists go through the same thing with their art.
yeah. So in that sense, what would you think is the hardest part about writing?
I think for me, right, the hardest part is the kind of concept or a belief that I have created myself when it comes to writing. Like I absolutely hate if somebody suggests me to monetize on my work. Like I can barely promote my own book. Like I would rather have people do that for me rather than doing it, because I just want, like I would rather love if somebody picks up my book, like reads it, and like likes it by themselves. I don't want to push my books to people. So yeah, for me the hardest part is writer's block, which is like I don't write unless, like I have something to say, and I know, like somebody is going to benefit from this.
I think that's very inspiring in itself because instead of forcing ourselves to write something, it's better if it comes from inside.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, honestly speaking, it's kind of a self-imposed belief. Like I have made this I have this belief for myself. Nobody has asked me, like people always ask me, why haven't I tried content writing or to be a travel writer or something like that. But for me,
Yeah.
I cannot be that consistent with writing because I'm always looking for inspiration, and if I don't have one, I cannot possibly write. It happens with almost all writers, and if you just sit on in front of the laptop and wait for things to happen, I don't believe in that. I feel like writing should flow, and that's what I do, which is a little tricky at times because obviously there's no consistency. But then again, which is why it's my passion, not my career.
Yes. So, also, as you said, you have different career paths which you have got on. So, you are a
Yeah.
PR specialist. How do you
Yeah.
like manage that and writing in its own?
See, it's real. Actually, it's an interesting question because that is what I'm trying to create balance. I have really good people in my life. Like my mom is super supportive, so all I have to do is focus on my career and focus on building myself. So I have been doing that since a very long time, right? I have been working since I was 14, doing internships. Like I did a lot of things when I was young, so I have been experienced in the professional field. It doesn't take much of efforts on my part. Like it's talking, communication that comes naturally to me. Handling
Yeah.
writing is not different. I come home, I live by myself, so right, I always get time to write. It depends more on my mood, like whether I want to write or not. So
Yeah.
balancing is not an issue, and like right now I already have my PR thing, my PR job, and I'm also working on this third book, while also simultaneously I am working on this website with my friend, and which is
Yeah.
again all about like helping the youth and stuff. So this is all I want to do, like help people, like do something out there. The people really
Yes.
need it right now. It's a very gloomy time right now.
Yeah. So, just as I was about to ask you, how has the situation affected your writing in itself? So, as you said, you live alone and staying at home all the time. Has it affected your writing? Has it enhanced it or degraded it in some way?
See, honestly speaking, this has given me more time to write and think because I work from home. So,
Yeah.
like, I can balance my job as well as my writing. Obviously, it has given me more time, but again, like you said, trapped in a place, obviously, there's no inspiration. Your mind is blocked. It's like having a same day every day, like, living the same day every day.
Yeah.
So it has impacted in some ways, but not but mostly I feel like I have the time right now. Like this lockdown, nobody can control it. It's nobody's hand, and all we can do is try to do our parts and try to stay positive during this difficult time. So writing obviously is helping me a lot through this.
So, as you previously said, you have had huge support from your family for your writing career, especially. So, how do you think it helps to have support from people around you?
To be very honest, when I started writing, my first book, it was a self-published book, right? And I was 14. So I'm not saying my entire family was very happy about it. Like, I had my relatives and people coming telling me that it's just self-published, it means nothing. I did nothing, which was a little disheartening for a 14-year-old to listen because, like, I wrote the story.
Yes.
It takes efforts to write the entire story, and for being 14 I was researching publishing houses. I did everything by myself. Nobody helped me through the entire process. So for me personally it was an achievement. My mom has been like super supportive since forever. So she really helped me through, like she supported me, which is all I needed. Writing and everything
Yes.
I can do that by myself. I can fight my battles, but the only support that I needed, so my mom provides me with that. Other than that, my grandfather was a Hindi writer. So my dad is like happy that I'm following the same path, and he tries to help me now and then. But yeah, so in this way, it's nice to have that kind of a support.
So it's a wonderful thing that you have support of people around you, because as writing in itself is a very hard thing to do. It is very
Yeah,
good
I
to have.
agree.
Yes.
I
So,
agree.
what would your goal be for the next 10 years in your literary career in itself? So, what would you like to explore in the writing field?
See, I have plans. I have plans, but it the thing is, it just does not contain only writing. You get it? Like, I
Yes,
have
yes.
different plans, and writing is obviously the biggest part of it. It's like something that I have to do. Like, even when I was discussing about my website with my friend, I know that I am doing that, but writing is something that has no question. Like, I just have to do that. I have to publish another book. It's not that something I'm going to stop doing. It's something that is
Yes.
always going to be like working in the background while I pursue other stuff.
Yes,
So yeah,
yes.
that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. So finally, I'll just ask you last question and leave you. So, what would your advice be to any aspiring authors or creatives in general?
Well, authors, I would like to suggest that one, the most important thing is follow other people's art as well and always encourage each other. Like I mostly say that
Yes.
for artists, but it goes on for everybody that you should always support and encourage each other's arts or work or projects. Building each other up, that will help you personally as well, not just like, the other person, but it will actually build you up as well. You open yourself to more, like,
Yes.
more forms of arts, more people, experiences. There's something really beautiful about building each other up, especially in the artist community. I really believe that people should do that. The other thing is, I really suggest people to keep on writing. Like, it doesn't matter what anybody says, and it doesn't matter what you write, because I promise you, somewhere, in some part of the world, somebody is going to read your words and they would actually relate with it. So yeah, it's not like, just because a certain amount of people don't like your writing, that doesn't mean you don't write, you have nothing to say. Somebody
Yes.
is out there is going to pick up your book and they are going to love it, and you are going to make an impact. So it's just
Yeah.
those two things that people should remember: support others and work on your own self. Don't listen to anybody.
I think that's a very important message to give, because in writing communities, it is very important to have support of people
Yeah.
who actually pursue the same work.
People discourage others a lot. This is obviously, see, being an artist is comparatively harder in this world. Like, it's not
Yes,
something
yes,
traditional. It's not a 9 to 5 job that people, it's something out of your traditional path. So it is
yeah,
hard. People do discourage you. I'm not going to lie about it. I have been, like, people said a lot of things throughout my journey. But for me, I like this thing that I know that writing is inside me. Writing is something in me. And it is my form of expression. So I'm pretty focused that no matter what happens, I am not going to stop writing books. That is
yeah.
something that I am going to do. I am not like in a hurry that, oh, okay, I have to publish in this year or this month. There's no rush. It's an art form and I'm going to do it, carry it on. So yeah, people need to trust themselves, because there are going to be people outside who will try to discourage you or try to say hurtful things, or I don't know, discourage you from
Yeah,
your
so
path. But
maybe
you need to
more
trust
people
yourself.
discouraging than encouraging. So it is very
Yeah,
important.
exactly. They'll push you to forget about your art and follow a 9 to 5 job. Honestly, not even kidding. Like,
Most
obviously,
definitely.
everybody wants, yeah. So, yeah, people need to follow what they want to do. That's what's going to make them happy, honestly.
Yeah. Thank you so much for giving us your time today. It was wonderful speaking to you.
Thank you.